Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
If you're shopping for a home, imagine living there is the best part of the process. But there's a lot of work to be done before making a bid on that dream home. Mortgage expert Rodney Anderson is with us this morning to talk about the must-dos. And I know your first must-do. I've already got this part.
What's that?
File your taxes.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that people need to be aware is getting a loan is a lot different from the old days. In the old days, you just maybe gave a piece of documentation or two or three, and you got a home loan. Now the process is a lot more sophisticated. And number one, filing your federal income tax. It's amazing, Shannon. The federal government requires that you file your tax returns normally by April 15th.
Wow.
But you're allowed an extension to October 15th. But I had a gentleman the other day, W-2 employee, just perfect in every way. He had not filed his federal income tax in 5 years.
But don't you have to file your taxes to do a little bit of almost everything?
Yeah, you do, especially when it comes to borrow money. So the first thing I tell people, make sure your W-2s are accurate, make sure you file your tax returns on time, because in today's market, if you want a home loan, you got to make sure you're current on everything.
Okay, and that leads us right into gathering all your financial documents.
Yeah, lenders are going to want to look at your income, which includes your paycheck stubs. If you're self-employed, your tax returns. They're going to want to look at your income your asset documentation. So to see how much money you have in the bank and in assets. Are you bouncing checks? And then most importantly, we're going to want to check your credit.
Okay.
Lenders have to check your credit, and everything when it comes to your mortgage now is all FICO driven, and it's based on a mortgage FICO, not a Credit Karma, not a Discover Card FICO, not a credit card FICO, a mortgage FICO score.
I bet you got a list of documents that people need, but you also talk to people about checking their credit score, which is what you just said.
Yeah, your credit is your financial report card, and it is going to tell you whether you're going to get a loan or not get a loan. Now, there's some improvements that some people can make. Maybe it's paying off a credit card or two to get the score up. Some people have more damage on their credit report, and they may not be able to buy right now.
Okay.
But what happens is your credit score, in order to get a loan in today's environment, you have to have good to excellent credit. If you have terrible credit, you're not going to get a loan in today's environment.
Okay, you got to have good credit, but the other part is researching the market. This is a hot market right now.
It is, but let me tell you, the market is settling a little. I'm starting to see people get under contract. We are really picking up in the contract area. So what I tell people is if you looked before and you were so frustrated with the housing market, go look again. When school starts, when school's getting ready to start here, we start seeing it loosening up a little bit, people getting under contract. In fact, I saw my first deal in a while where the seller actually paid closing costs, and we have not been seeing those hardly at all this year.
That did not happen to me. I wish it would have. But if you have questions about refinances, your mortgage, or you want more on those must-dos, you got to contact Rodney at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to rodneyanderson.com to speak with him or a member of his team.